Hey, welcome to the YouTube channel. I'm going to do the generic YouTuber thing and show you how I got my first 25,000 followers on TikTok. But unlike them, I'm not going to beg you for followers or likes or whatever because I haven't given you any reason to do that. Let's get into it. So like all successful things, it started with an idea. I play a lot of Apex Legends. I main Bangalore, and she, as you know, pings things, items, and makes overly descriptive remarks about them. So I figured I'd put it into a short TikTok video. The first one proceeded to blow up. The second one proceeded to blow up even more. So it seems that I have a niche on there now. So let's just get right into the mechanics of it. Things I've found to help in my case. The videos get straight to the point. You talk about a hook. It piques people's interest. And it doesn't stray. It just goes right to it. It's funny, whatever. And it keeps people watching all the way through the video. That's part of what the algorithm is looking for. Another one is the videos are well lit. I use the sunny filter on most of them, and it kind of brightens things up. I already have a canary yellow set of walls upstairs, so it kind of just brings a whole warm color to the whole thing, and is nice to look at, I guess. I don't know. And I'm not saying this is going to help for you. People blow up with all kinds of types of videos. But my videos take up the full phone screen, the 9:16 format, and I have found that for whatever reason, the algorithm favors that for me. And I would say the last pattern I have found is that the audio is very clear. I spend quite a bit of time actually adjusting the levels between the sounds that I add to it and my voiceovers or whatever else I add. I always add the sound, like the song that I use, and I always put lettering somewhere on the thing, and that seems to help. And I've heard that that is part of what they're looking for. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is for the most part. So I'm sure you guys are going to be asking for tips, so I wrote some tips down here. The first one I have is start with posting a variety of things that interest you or you find funny, and lean into whatever does better. So at first, I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. The first year, I only got up to about 260 followers on TikTok. I was posting pretty consistently, just not very good content, you know? Me being a gamer or whatever, I post like game clips and clips from my streams and stuff, and most of them didn't do very well at all. But it's no wonder because they were not different from anybody else's. You know, they're pretty much the same as any old gamer on there. There's millions and millions of videos like that go up every day. So why would TikTok favor one over the other unless it's just amazing, you know? That's not to say don't post gaming clips. If you're really good at a game and you want to show people, you know, your squad wipes or whatever, by all means, post it. And if you get a lot of views from it, keep doing it. So in conclusion, if you're not getting traction with a type of video, that means, frankly, that means it's not good and you need to try something else. Just try a variety of things when you start out, and that'll show you what does good and what doesn't do good. So things that the algorithm favors: focus on shareable content. I can't stress this enough. I try to ask myself this question with whatever I post. Would I share this post? Is it good enough or funny enough that I would share it with a friend if I were the audience? And if that answer is yes, post it up. One thing that I could probably verify that kind of helps or works is to try to post things that make people comment or start conversations. Even if you can handle a little flack, like I've posted some trolly posts that make people a little bit angry. If you can handle it, you know, any comment is a good comment as far as the algorithm goes. So if it's something that is intriguing, you know, I'm trying to cater to everybody here. I'm not just the gaming crowd or whatever. If you post something that makes people be like, you know, make a joke in the comments, that's the perfect situation for me. If a video does really well and someone posts a comment that makes everybody else laugh too in the comment section, that's golden, man. That's beautiful. That's how a community gets put together. That's how people, you know, can share a laugh together. And while most of the time while people are commenting, that video is playing in the background, okay? It's getting watch time, and TikTok loves that. Okay, so think about that. And here I go busting out the old saying, strike while the iron is hot. Meaning, if you have a post that's starting to go viral, feed off of that, lean into that. What I did was when my first post went viral, it got like 250,000 views in one day. I posted a similar video the exact same time the next day. And I did that for about a month. They weren't all the same videos. I was still playing around with stuff, seeing what worked, what didn't. But for the most part, that's kind of that first week. That first week is when I got my first 10,000 followers. And after that, it was a little bit slower growing. But that's how you really get a consistent growth, is if you are consistent in making the content. But yeah, if your videos are doing good, even if you just have one video do good, make another one, then make another one, and just, you can build a system, a consistent content platform off of that. Obviously, don't overrun yourself or overwork yourself. But if you really want this to be something you do, you got to grind a little bit, So let me conclude that point with what I actually wrote down. If you somehow go viral or even semi-viral with a post, start very consistently posting similar content and similar times, and recognize patterns in your work. So if you see something that is working, just keep doing that. It's pretty much. My next point would be, don't post too much. If you're posting spam, even if it's good videos for the most part, if you're posting all day long, that's not good. Your followers aren't going to like it. TikTok probably isn't going to like it. I post no more than 2 videos a day. Maybe there's some people that make spamming work, but for one, I don't got that kind of time. I put a little bit of effort into my videos, and if you're working with comedy type of thing, if you're working with stuff that's, pretty much anything, you got to space that content out. You got to give yourself a little bit of leeway, or you're going to burn out. So don't post too much. Another thing that I don't hear very much from people who do TikTok videos, tip videos, is if you are above 1,000 followers, you can go live, and you should start doing so as early as possible. It allows you to connect with your audience, but also it's another way for TikTok to keep people on the platform, the app, longer. So this is the only app I've seen. I'm on everything, okay? It's the only app I've seen that actually rewards people for going live. So for example, this has gone down a little bit, but it still kind of holds true for me anyway. When I go live, I go live alongside when I'm streaming on Twitch. I have my camera or my phone mounted on my other monitor, and I'm trying to direct traffic to my Twitch, obviously, because there's no discoverability on Twitch. But we'll talk about that in another video. At least the first few weeks, when I was going live on TikTok 4 hours a day, I would shut off my TikTok stream, shut off the app, and reopen it, and I would have at least 200 new followers, if not more. There was one stream where I had a post blowing up in the background, and I had 900 followers after a 3-hour, 900 new followers after a 3-hour period, okay? So TikTok, when you are going live, for one, you can hit the For You page when you are live. So your live stream, it happens to me pretty often, where you see a bunch of names pop up in the live stream. That's people seeing your thing on the For You page. And a lot of them scroll through, but some of them are like, hey, what's going on? Like, they see my hat and they're like, hey, nice hat, bro. And I'm directly talking to them, and that excites them and keeps them on longer. But anyway, TikTok rewards that. So if you're above 1,000 followers, start streaming, start live streaming on there. Even if it's for 30 minutes a day or whatever, it really helps. And the last point I have written down is, don't be discouraged if a post doesn't do well. A lot of people see TikTok also has this devious part about it, that it gets people addicted to the success that they get on the platform. So they get on there and they're just grinding away, and their first few posts blow up. And I was kind of prepared for this at first because I had heard about it. But when you start getting followers and you're getting recognition and blah, 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 and then all of a sudden a post just gets like, as opposed to 10,000 views, gets like 400 views. and you feel like you're gonna want to die inside. That's just kind of part of the game, man. If you look at even the top creators, man, on TikTok, if you look at their pages, I look at their pages all the time. I check them out. There's some posts, they may get 1 million views on a post, and some of them get like 15,000. That's just, for one, I feel like it's probably a timing thing. The amount of followers you have online, there maybe it has something to do with sometimes the early followers that really like to share things aren't on at that time, whatever. I guess I should cover a little bit of how the algorithm actually works. I'm still learning about it, but TikTok shows a certain amount of people. It's usually 200 people within the first 2 hours. It shows that amount of people your post. The way you can tell about how a post is doing is you come back 2 hours later and it has some shares and it has more than 200 views. That's how you know it's going to be doing pretty good, and so on. Which leads me to my next point of set it and forget it. That's kind of part of the discouragement aspect of things. I make my post. I usually schedule it for the next day, so I post my posts at like 7 a.m. usually. That's when I get up. And I set it and forget it. That's my motto. So I put it down, I post it, and I walk away for 2 hours. I don't open TikTok at all. This is the same thing for Instagram, but we'll get into that whenever I figure out the Instagram algorithm. And that mainly is for you. It's mainly for your peace of mind. Like, you just go do something else for a while. Don't worry about it. And then come back, and sometimes you can be pleasantly surprised with, 10,000 views or whatever. But if not, then you're not just like sitting there like, oh my God. And also, you have something to look forward to. Even if you walk away from it for a while. I always wait till the end of that 2 hour period. And I go into the comments and I hit like on every single comment, unless it's a shitty one. And then I respond to people. And that kind of, people like that. Anyway, so in conclusion to those couple points, TikTok is very hit and miss and can be seemingly random as to what does well. So yeah, don't be as discouraged. And don't let it get to your head, man. Just relax, okay? Just relax. Well, I hope that this video is helpful to you. My closing remark would be good luck and have fun. If you have if you're a creator like me, you have an idea that pops in your head that makes you go, that's the seed. That's the seed that plants this whole content creation journey for you. So think about that. Have fun with it. Now comes the time in the video where I beg you for likes and follows and all that stuff. I stream live on Twitch and TikTok weekdays at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Of course, you can follow the YouTube channel, share this video with your friends, blah, blah, blah. If you have someone that needs to feel validation in their life, or, if you know somebody that's trying to make good content on TikTok, consider sending this video their way. If not, then, thank you for watching. You made it all the way to the end of the video, which is, it's a warrior's journey, especially one of my videos. So, all right, everybody. Thank you for watching. I am TRexMorgan, the freshest face on Twitch, and apparently the freshest face on TikTok. I'll have all my links in the description and everything. So, yeah, have a good day. We'll see you in the next one.